13 signs he deeply cares about you. In this video, I'm going to show you 11 signs he deeply cares about you. Before we start, make sure to like this video and subscribe our channel so you won't miss any interesting update in the future. Growing heart, growing heart, growing heart. Not every guy in the world is 100% honest all of the time when it comes to how he feels. We know, what a crazy concept. Many are way too cool, or think they're way too cool, to admit what's really going on in their heads when they start to fall for someone new. So how do you know what the deal is? If you've been dating a guy for a while and are starting to catch some serious feelings, don't just rely on his disclosure to let you know if he feels the same. There are a few hints he may unknowingly give that suggest he really does care about you. Or if you are starting to fall for one of your guy friends but having an open conversation about it at this point might jeopardize the friendship, there are ways to tell whether he feels the same about you. Here are signs he cares more than you think. 1. He creates time to be with you. Finding a man who creates time to be there for you is not easy. When a man cares, he will be there whenever you need him. He will give you the attention you need to be happy. 2. He texts you more often. If he often sends you messages whenever he is free, then it means he cares more than you think. He always wants to know whether you are doing well. 3. He's honest. Men who care are honest. They know being dishonest hurts. They do everything within their means to make things work. They believe in true love. 4. He asks you for your opinion. In addition to offering you advice, it's a good sign if he is curious about your thoughts on his life. We all have that close circle of people we go to when we need guidance and support. We value the opinions of the people we care about. For example, if he's having a problem with a coworker, does he confide in you? Does he listen closer when you share your advice, or does he brush them off? If he acts like your thoughts are unimportant, move on. Either he's not feeling it, or he's not really worth spending the time on. 5. He wants to see you happy. Even if he doesn't understand why a certain thing makes you happy, a guy who cares about you will have secondhand joy just because you're excited. Just like you would gain pleasure from seeing his eyes light up, he will feel the same about you. Does he look for ways to brighten your day, or does your mood not seem terribly important to him? There are big and small ways he can show you he supports your excitement. Maybe your favorite band just released a new album and he offers to play it in the car on the way home. Maybe he even surprises you with tickets to said band's concert, even though it's not his preferred genre. However he goes about it, the bottom line is that when a man truly cares about you, he will seek out ways to make you smile because making you happy is the number one thing that will make him happy. 6. He wants to share his hobbies with you, and vice versa. It's a sweet sign of affection when a guy wants to let you into his world and all that encompasses. Depending on how dorky certain hobbies or interests might be, it's also a sign of trust. When we like someone, we want to know what they think about our favorite things. How many times have you seen a movie and instantly wanted to talk to your friends about it? Make sure this goes both ways. Just like you'll patiently spend time learning about his passions, he will want to do the same for you. You can pretty much guarantee that not everything you find endlessly fascinating will seem quite as epic to him. Ideally, he'll value spending time with you and learning about you over doing what he would most like to do every minute of the day. 7. If he tends to feel a little jealous if you associate yourself with other men. Naturally, a man who is in love with you does not like to see other men trying to play with your feelings. He does not like you to see you get hurt, and thus, he is likely to protect you in any way. He may tend to feel jealous if you focus your interest towards other men, giving them the first priority. That is why this sign is considered important amongst many signs he loves you and cares about your welfare. He is willing to fight for your happiness and love. 8. He remembers the small details. When you really like someone, you are normally ultra-aware and switched on when they are around. Even if you are usually a blasé person, you will find yourself paying attention to what he says and how he says it. So a guy who cares more about you than everyone else will really listen to the things you say, whether he wants to or not, and will remember the finer details. You can pick up bits and pieces from him about what he has learned about you gradually. He'll let things slip in conversation, or he'll text you after you go for the job interview you were stressing about to ask you how it went, and you'll know that he was definitely listening. When it comes to presents, a dude with feelings might surprise you with something wonderfully thoughtful that has your personality written all over it, because he's been paying attention. 9. He talks to his friends about you. It's a great sign when you meet his friends for the first time, but they seem like they already know and like you. It means he brags about you, and you're in his mind even if he's out with the guys. 10. He keeps asking you about your progress. Does he get concerned about your progress? A man who cares will want to know whether you are doing well. He will want to know how life is taking you. 11. He respects your space. A caring man respects your space. He does not intrude. He gives you time to do your stuff. He only comes into your space when asked to do so. 12. He wants to know your story. When a guy likes you, he can't get enough. He wants to know everything about you, every scar, every triumph, and every tragedy. It isn't that men can't have totally platonic friendships with women and be interested in them, too. But when a man is interested in a woman romantically, how much he wants to know her reaches a completely different level, and the way he approaches learning her story will just feel different. Does he press for more details about something that happened to you when you make an offhand remark? Almost like he wants to remember it like you do, like he was there? This means he wants to really understand your experiences and how they made you who you are. A guy isn't going to want quite this level of intimacy from just a friend. If he's engaging with you in a way that feels like he is aiming for a deeper emotional connection, it's a sign he deeply cares about you. 13. The way he talks to you is different. If you're unsure how he feels about you, watch the way he is with others and compare that to the way he is around you. Is he more attentive with you, softer and less macho? Does he smile more often and is he more responsive when you speak? A man who wants to be more than friends with a woman generally isn't going to talk to her like one of the guys, because he doesn't view her as one of the guys. Watch especially how he talks with other women you know. Does he maintain a lot of eye contact with them? Ask them a lot of follow-up questions? Show through his body language, turning towards them, smiling a lot, frequent touching, that he's interested in them? If he's not doing those types of things with other women, but you notice him doing them with you, it's a clear sign he deeply cares about you.